welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily if you are new, and I hope you're having a beautiful day so far. So today I am taking you Christmas shopping with me at the Dollar Tree, and I know you're thinking, girl, you are crazy, it is just now fall. I know, but when Dollar Tree sets out their stuff, you have to grab it while they have it because it'll be gone by the time the season hits. And honestly, probably all the Christmas decor is probably going to be gone in the next few weeks. So you need to go into these stores and find what you can because they just unloaded a ton of new goodies this year that they've never carried before. Wait till you all see it. I'm so excited to share with you tons of Christmas DIYs for this season. That way we can decorate our home on a budget. You guys know I'm all about that, and I love to craft and everything. So I hope you guys are excited for this. I will be sharing with you 2 Christmas DIYs using Dollar Tree products from this year. So I hope you are excited for that at the end of the video. And then I will also be sharing with you a Dollar Tree Christmas haul as well after the shop with me part. So I figured you guys would probably want the mix, and a lot of you asked for a DIY part in the video, so that is why I combined them all 3 together. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new so I can continue to inspire and motivate you here. And with that said, let's go on into the store and do a little bit of early Christmas shopping. So the stores are still setting out all of their Christmas decor. They've set out more of the basic stuff for now, but the floral ties, I would definitely recommend getting those. They have new wreath forms this year, tons of new ribbon. I cannot wait to see what type of ornaments they're going to come out with this year because the craft supplies are really good. Make sure if you need something, you grab it as soon as possible because it's going to start flying off the shelves. I know that sounds crazy, but it will. Like these 2 wreath forms together, they're this mini ones. Definitely pick those up. Those are new. I actually saw that they are carrying a 20-inch form now. I was going to grab it and a lady in front of me grabbed it, so I missed out on that. But check out the ribbon. They have so much for you to decorate with and then also to do your Christmas gifts with without spending too much. They also have the red truck. So we're going to be really good. There's lots of really good supplies out. So they had these stickers last year, but they came out with some new items this year, which I was really excited about. So they had the regular craft foam stuff, but they had felt ones as well. So the stockings are felt, the trees and the snowmans are felt, which is really cool. I'm really happy to find those. They had a stencil, say what, and it's double-sided. Check that out. Isn't that awesome? I'm really excited to see what else they're going to put out for the rest of this year. They also had the baskets and the smaller Santa tins. They've had those before. The Santa tins are fun to make your Christmas trees in and things. They had floral wire out in every color. That's new. They also had these other stickers, and I thought these were so cute, the mini Santa hats and everything. And then they had the metal words, joy, peace, and believe. Oh, gotta pick those up. Now moving on to the best part of the aisle were the wooden stickers. So they came out with one of the sets for fall, but the Christmas ones are so good. They had tons of stuff for the kids to paint and just in general, but for us, let it snow, snowman, all wood decor that we can transform to make beautiful decor with. I am so excited. I picked up a ton of this stuff just for the kids to paint, but also for me to create DIYs with, so definitely get your hands on it. The mini trees, stockings, you can get these supplies to decorate your tree. You got to pick up all this stuff, guys. It's so good. They started setting out the sprigs for this year, and they were pretty good. Some of them I seen last year, so not too many new things there. They did come out with a couple new shapes for the ornaments that you can feel, so which is nice. This one was more flat, which is great for pictures if you can get one in there. And then of course they had the regular snow globe ones. And then they had tons, like I said, of supplies for the kids to paint projects. And this is a great section to go to. My boys love painting these. They are ceramic, and you can hang them from the tree, put the date on the back, and then they have the little truck there on the side. Isn't that cute? This is a new sprig this year. We've got a real cotton stem with the painted pine cones. It's so cute looking. You don't get very much, but a whole bunch of those together would be beautiful. I love the way these look. I'm so excited. And this is just the start, so I cannot wait to see what else they're going to put out this year. Oh my goodness, it's going to be so good. So before I show you my whole Dollar Tree Christmas haul and the Christmas DIY, I wanted to show you a couple things that they still have at the stores for fall decor. That way if you want to still make some fall DIYs, you can, and just decorate your home for fall or get supplies for Thanksgiving and stuff. You're going to have to pick it up really soon because they're going to be the shelves are going to be empty of fall stuff, which is crazy because it's just now fall. But that's just the way the stores go. This pumpkin is definitely one to pick up. It's so versatile. I've created a ton of different DIYs with that. So I will leave a fall DIY playlist link down below if you guys want to keep making some crafts and you haven't seen everything yet. Now for the haul, I did pick up a pack of these wreath forms. I liked the size. I think these will be really versatile for this year. Pack of the Santa hat stickers. I didn't show these in the shop with me because they weren't there when I went, so I thought these were just adorable, especially for presents or just in general. They're really cute ornaments. I did get the red truck ribbon. The metal words, peace, joy, and love I picked up. I pick up the stencil that I showed you guys. And there's 12 of them in there, so the kids can play with them, but I can also use them for crafts. Now for the wood shapes, I got the snowflakes, the bells, the stockings. I also got the wooden trees. I just thought these were such a good value, and I picked up 2 packs of each of them. There's 5 in them. For the wooden stickers, I did get both sets. I've already started to use these for the DIY, but I just think these are so cute and such a good value for $1. And I also picked up a couple more of the fall ones just because. Got Merry and Bright and then Let It Snow. I just feel like these are such a good value. When you go to the regular craft stores, these are at least $3 or $4 a piece, if not more. So these are such a good value. I hope that you guys can find these at your local stores. You get all 3 wooden shapes from the ornaments, the star, and the tree. And then I also got the wooden truck. This was not in the film. They were gone by the time I went back to film it. So I just think these are adorable. I picked up a couple of these. Such a good value, and I just think they're so cute. This is going to be part of our DIY today. Snowman, the gingerbread, and the Santa head. I think these are so cute. I got a couple for me and also for the kids, but look at the buttons, you guys. What cute little details they have, and again, you can't beat the price for at $1 a piece. Such a good value. Now we're going to get into the Dollar Tree Christmas DIYs. For this DIY, you're going to want a scarf, a wood sign or a piece of wood, a wood truck, Jenga blocks, wood stickers, a stencil, paint of your choice, Mod Podge, scissors, and glue. I'll be using a hot glue gun, but you can use super glue or E6000. It's completely up to you for this project. Now I'm just using a piece of scrap wood that I had. Now you can use a Dollar Tree sign for this and just flip it to the back. I just ran out because I used all of mine for all my fall DIYs, which I have a playlist link down below if you want to go watch those so you can make some for fall, because I know it is just now fall. But I'm going to enjoy making some of these Christmas crafts. I promise I won't overload you. But I'm taking the white and spreading this over mainly because of the black ink or dye that was on the wood that I had. You don't necessarily have to do this, but I thought it would work really well, especially with the scarf. Once that has dried, I'm going to lay out my scarf, and depending on what size sign you have from Dollar Tree, the scarf will probably cover the entire thing. I had about a 1/2 inch on the top and the bottom, so I'm just going to cut my scarf down the black plaid line, and you can do whatever you want for this. It will definitely lay slightly differently than what it looks like dry. The next step is to take Mod Podge, and you're going to spread that all over your piece of wood, and this is what's going to adhere to the scarf. You can paint the gingham check on there if you wanted to. It's completely up to you. I decided to use the scarf because I thought this would be easier, and I actually really like the way this turns out. It gets a little squiggly, which I'm totally fine with because it just gives it an old aged look. And then I'm going to use my paintbrush just to kind of press that in and give it a nice layer on top. That way the fabric is basically glued down. Now it's time to take the Jenga blocks, and you can paint these whatever color you want. I decided after doing one in the Waverly wax color, I didn't like it. Basically looked stained, but it was too dark for the look that I was going for, so I decided to take the gold paint I had and just lightly brush it on so it would give each of the blocks a little shimmer. In the end, I actually don't end up using these. I don't like the way they look on my project. You may like them, that's just your preference. For me, I usually like to just use regular wood trim, but I was really trying to just use Dollar Tree products to show you guys the idea. So I'm using gold, black, red, and green paint. This is all from the craft store, like 50 cents for a bottle. And I'm taking the gold and I'm doing the inner part of the rim basically on the truck. And then I'm going to go in with some black paint and then make the tires. This is where your creativity can unfold depending on what colors you want your sign to be. You can totally do that. I'm going to do a vintage red truck, just because I thought it would be really cute with the gingham check on the sign itself. So I'm going to finish doing all of the tires, and then I'm just going to dry brush a little bit of black on there, and then I'm taking my red and I'm going to saturate it in certain areas and then dry brush it in other areas. And dry brushing is just basically having a teeny bit of paint on your paintbrush and then fanning it out so it looks like it's aged and it's not a full covered look. And this is where you may want your truck to be fully red. You do you. For me, like I said, I was trying to achieve more of a vintage look, so I was just kind of going with it, and in the end I really like the way it came together. It looks great. Now I'm taking a little bit of black paint and just highlighting inner corners and grooves and the handle area and just kind of shadowing it to give it the truck a little bit of depth. Again, it's optional, whatever you want to do here. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit of gold paint and just brush that in different areas to highlight it. Now I'm going to go in with the white paint and I'm going to add it to the top of the truck as if it's been snowed on and the truck's been driving through the snow. That is the look that I was going for. Anywhere I thought that like if it was snow was falling, it would stack up the snow pile on, I went ahead and added that on. And then I'm sorry, my SD card filled up and I noticed my camera shut off, so you didn't see me painting the tree, but I just went in the way of the tree with the regular green, and then now I'm taking the white paint and just dusting it as if the snow again has fallen on the tree and just kind of went down off of it. And then I'm going to just kind of go in with a little bit more green, the areas that I thought that maybe I added a little bit too much white to. And then I again just stacking on that white paint on there, adding it to the truck. I love the way this is coming together. And then I just took it and I feathered it, dry brushed it basically over the tires as if the tires had gotten a little bit of snow on them. And I just think it looks really, really good. So that's taken care of for now. We're going to use the stencil the Dollar Tree has now, which is awesome. I decided to go in with red paint. I thought that would stand out the most on the gingham scarf, but I don't like it. In the end, I was like, it just didn't, I don't know. I didn't like how you could see through it and stuff, and I tried 2 coats and I didn't care for it, so I thought I would go in with green to see how green would look. Green looked even worse. So I just could not win with this project. So I just let it dry, and then I went back in and applied white over it. And I actually am going to put out Santa's sleigh. And I forgot the S after Santa, so excuse that misspelling there. I couldn't go back after I put it in. But I'm covering up the red and green mess with white paint so that way I could go back in with gold paint. And in the end, I really like the way it came together. It stands out a bit and it still looks vintagey, and it's not the full standout. I want the truck to be this full like focal point of this sign. So the next step was to add the trim to our sign, and I was just hot gluing the Jenga blocks on, and I did not like the way it looked. No, not happy with it. So I took those off, and I ended up going in with popsicle sticks and just cutting them the rounded edge off. That way it could be a square edge. And then I just glued those on to the sign, and it's just way better looking. I didn't like all the seams and stuff in it, so I just hot gluing these on, and they hold really well. You can use E6000 or super glue, do whatever works for you. It's still not to my complete standards of using regular just wood trim for it, but it'll do. The next step was to take our wooden stickers, and I'm just painting a couple of the presents with red, and then I'm going to go in and add a little bit of black dots to it to fill in the little holes or the outlined holes on there that they give you. And I just thought that was really cute. And then I also take the gold paint and I paint over one of the stars with it. You can do whatever color you want for these. You can make the presents stand out. Do whatever works for you. I just think these are such a good buy, and my kids are loving having to paint all of these projects for Christmas. So the next step is to take your truck and glue that. The gold writing I didn't think stood out enough, so I'm taking black and just highlighting the edges of each of the letters, outlining it basically, and I like the way it helps it stand out a little bit more. And it also, with all the layers of paint I had on here, it actually made it stand out a little bit. So now I'm going in with that Waverly wax stuff that I put too much on the Jenga blocks with, and I decided to feather this on or dry brush it on to the popsicle sticks just so that it would stand out a bit. I didn't want the popsicle sticks to be completely natural. Now if you don't have this, you can use stain or shoe polish that Dollar Tree carries. After that was done, then I took a little bit of gold paint and just dry brushed that over so it have a little bit of a shimmer, and I really like that. Then I took the snowflake that I painted gold, and I couldn't decide where I wanted to put it. You don't have to put it anywhere, but I thought it'd be really cute at the tip of the tree. Again, you can put it wherever you want. I also took the little green tree that had the glitter on it, and I just put a little bit of paint so it looked like it had been snowed on, and then I added that on there. But this is how the sign came together. I really like it. I think it's so cute. It looks old and vintagey. Yes, I know I forgot the S. Sorry about that. So I made the mistakes so you don't have to. But I really love the way it turned out. I hope that you guys can replicate this as well. So now for the next DIY, you're going to want a glue gun, paint, Mod Podge, a scarf, the tree, and then you can use the metal letters for this, and you can also use whatever sign. I'm going to use the Happy Harvest sign on the inside. So we're going to make it double-sided basically. So I'm going to take that Waverly wax paint here and brush that on. You can use brown paint for this, or again, stain, whatever you want, shoe polish. And I'm just gonna put that on and kind of at the end put the strokes to where it looks like it's going the flow of the branches, if that makes any sense. Just doing a light coat on this, and then I'm gonna set that to the side and let that dry. I'm gonna take my scarf and this sign, and I'm gonna flip it over, and I thought it'd be kind of cute to put the scarf over the edges so it'll be all decorative. And I like the way the idea in my head turned out. It didn't quite turn out on paper though. So I got that cut out, and then I'm just going to remove this little hanging piece. You can put that on the opposite side if you want to hang the sign up when you're done. So just save that and set it to the side. Take your Mod Podge, spread it all on the inside of the picture frame box, and then you're going to take your scarf and place that down inside of it and just press it down. You will get a little sticky, but it will come off with water, don't worry. And then I ended up fanning it out to the sides like I am doing here, gluing it down, but in the end I don't like the way that looks, so don't worry about that step. Now that the brown paint has dried, I'm taking some white paint and I'm brushing that on as if the tree has been snowed on, and also so that it would show up a little bit more on the red print in the box. And again, I'm just kind of feathering that out to the sides, swooping motions, and then I'm taking a little bit of gold, making the star gold, and then I'm also going to take that gold paint and then just swoop it out to the sides of the branches, so it gives it a nice natural look, almost as if it's going strung with lights or something. You can do what works for you. If you want your tree green, you can do that, or a solid color. Do what works for you. This is where your creative side can come out, and you can tailor it to your needs. Now, as I said, I didn't like the way it looked on the side, so I just pulled that up and then cut the excess off. And you want it just to touch the top rim of the box here, because we're actually going to go in with a little bit of rope the Dollar Tree carries. They sell it in 9-foot and 13-foot, so if you can get it, grab it while you can, or use whatever you want for this step. I just took my hot glue and placed that on top, and then I put the rope around the trim edge. I thought about putting it on the bottom of it, but then it wouldn't sit right, and I liked the way this kind of framed the box, and I just thought it would be really cute. Again, if you don't want to use the scarf or you can't find the scarf, you can paint this on, or better yet, use scrap paper that already has the print on it. That'll make it so much easier, and it won't be wavy like the truck one was. So again, use scrap paper if you want to. It's completely up to you and what you have on hand. I was trying to be really creative with the scarves, so as you can tell, that's what I was working with. The next step was just to glue down the tree, and it's really simple, but it makes for a cute little decor sign. The other thing I thought was, like, what if I took those metal words, and I did, and I brushed it with white paint, just kind of feathered it on so it looked a little bit aged, and then I glued that on into the entire part of the box, and I love the way this came out. So hopefully you enjoyed these Dollar Tree Christmas DIYs. Give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, that way they can go get all the supplies they need to create things, and subscribe if you are new. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.